They say the hardest part is finding your one, but no one tells you what happens when they come at the wrong time, in the wrong years. A perfect love drowned in quiet tears. You were the calm, the gentle, the true, the home I didn't know I was searching through. For a while I thought love could be enough, but the world built walls that we couldn't touch. We were fire, we were light, but the stars refused to align. Right person, wrong lifetime, that's what we are. A love too real for the hands of time to go. We touched eternity even as we broke. Every kiss a promise the world revoked. So I let you go, though I'll always fight to find you again in another life. I still hear your voice in the quiet rain. It whispers hope through the weight of pain. We tried to climb, but the mountains stayed. We tried to run, but the roads betrayed. And yet I know this isn't the end. Love like ours will always transcend. If not this lifetime, the next we'll see the universe bringing you back to me. No, it wasn't doubt, it wasn't fear, it was the years that kept us here. Right person, wrong lifetime, that's what we are. A love too bright for the night to scar. We touch forever, though the moment passed. Our feet and fight was built to last. So I let you go, though my soul still cries. Let me find you in another life. If destiny's cruel, then let it bend. If time is the thief, then this isn't the end. I'll keep the faith through the endless skies. Our story's waiting, it's just disguise. Right person, wrong lifetime, written in pain. But love like ours will rise again. Beyond the distance, beyond the years, beyond the heartbreak, beyond the tears. So I'll whisper to the stars tonight, I'll find you again in another life. Right person, wrong lifetime, but not forever.
We had met when the skies were clear. Maybe love would have bloomed without fear. No weight to carry, no ties to bind, just hearts unbroken in endless time. But fate was cruel, it chose the between, where love was alive but the world intervened. We reached for forever with trembling hands, but the hourglass slipped through the shifting sands. Too early for freedom, too late for dreams. We were the fire, no one to be. I won't wait, no kakuzi, no salir. Never felt the fire gaze flushed into the air. A love too true, like you're too true, but a world too different. It's always a fate that we were explained. Too early to keep you, too late met in another year, braver hearts and the pathway clear. Maybe the world would have made us strong, maybe our love could have lasted long. But we were trapped in the cruel in-between, where life was closed but our hearts were seen. And though it broke us to walk away, I'll never regret that we loved that day. Not too weak, not too blind, but the years kept us confined. One short word too late, when the wrong season, where we don't belong. Sweet was the moment, bitter the cost. We found each other yet still we're lost. If fate holds up hand, then time sealed our page. Too early to promise, too late to stay. But somewhere beyond this fleeting design, I'll find your soul when the stars realign. Not in this season, but someday soon our love will rise beneath gentler moons. Fall light to light, but never in vain. On to let go, through joy and through pain. A fleeting miracle for you take, a love unforgotten from the grave. For all this pain, not too early, not too late. Someday, too early, too late, but never gone.
We built a love too strong to break, a fire no distance could ever take. The roads we walk, they split apart, two beating drums, one fragile heart. You pulled away where your dreams belonged, I chased the life I had waited on. It wasn't lack of love we knew, it was the world that left no room. We held it close like a secret flame, burning quietly without a name. Our love without a home, too wild, too true to be left alone. We carried it through nights of stone, a fire alive though the wind had blown. It wasn't weak, it wasn't wrong, but love can fade when it has no home. I see a smile in the midnight rain, it whispers softly, it calls my name. And though the distance pulls us wide, the flame still flickers deep inside. We never doubted what we had, but timing's cruel and the silence sad. We tried to plant where the ground was bare, but love can't bloom without the air. We held it close, though the night was long, and every heartbeat felt like a song. Our love without a home, too bright, too fast for the world to own. We carried it through nights unknown, fragile truths carved in flesh and bone. It wasn't weak, it wasn't wrong, but love can stay when it has no home. Maybe someday the stars will bend and lead us back where the roads can mend. If love survives beyond this place, I'll find you there in another space. Our love without a home, still burning bright though the night has grown. We carried it through all we've known, a silent vow that we can't disown. It wasn't weak, it wasn't wrong. It lives in me, though it has no home. Our love without a home still lives on. You were almost mine, I was almost yours. We stood on the edge of unlocking the doors. A heartbeat away, a whisper too far. We reached for forever but stayed where we are. Dreams painted soft on the walls of the night, faded to silence by morning light. We tasted forever in borrowed hours, but forever slipped through our hands like flowers. And I still wonder if the stars conspired to give us love, but not the time required. We were almost stars, almost written in the skies, in the scars. Almost everything we dreamed we'd be, but almost broke the melody. We were almost true, almost timeless, almost me and you. But almost is a word that burns like fire, a love unfinished, a song without its sweet. We laughed like tomorrow would never end, held on like we'd never break again. But the world was heavy, the hour unkind, and almost was all that we left behind. And I still wonder if the night recalls the echo of us that could have had it all. We were almost stars, almost written in the skies, in the stars. Almost everything we dreamed would be, but almost broke the melody. We were almost true, almost timeless, almost me and you. But almost is a ghost that still remains, a love unfinished, song without refrains. All the universe allowed, I'll carry it quiet, I'll carry it proud. For even unfixed, you change who I am, a story unwritten, but love just began. We were almost ours, almost lit up the dark without stars. Almost everything we dreamed we'd be still lingers like a symphony. We were almost true, almost timeless, almost me and you. No almost makes I keep it near, a love unfinished, but forever here. Almost ours, forever almost ours. Every kiss we shared was marked by fate, a ticking clock beneath the weight. Every touch was sweet but laced with fear, that the end was always drawing near. I held you close, afraid to breathe, like sand through my fingers, you slipped from me. Not for lack of love, not for desire, but time was a thief that drowned our fire. If love could live outside the clock, we'd still be here, the world would stop. We were love with expired time, beautiful, fleeting, a fragile sign. You weren't the wrong heart, you weren't a mistake, but the moment we had was destined to break. I loved you as if forever was mine, but forever ran out in expired time. We carved our names in borrowed days, built a fire we knew could not stay. Every laugh a ghost I still hear, every tear proof that love was near. You were the answer I'd searched to find, but fate was cruel, it rewrote the lines. Right person, but the hours betrayed. Love like ours can't be remade. If only the stars had turned their face, if only time had given us space. We were love with expired time, burning bright but denied its prime. You weren't the wrong soul, you weren't the end, but the clock was the one we couldn't defend. I'd hold you forever if they let me stay, but forever was stolen away. Still I dream of a life unbroken, when no words of goodbye are spoken, where love is free from the hands of time, and your heart is always mine. Not this lifetime and in the next, we'll rewrite the story time won't forget. Though stolen today, you'll always be mine. Even love can expire time. Just love with expired.
Love is a flower, fragile, divine. It blooms when the season gives it time. But you and I, we bloomed in the snow, where the cold winds blew, roots couldn't grow. We held on tight, we fought the frost, every kiss a shelter, no matter the cost. But the soil was barren, the night too long, and love can't blossom where the world feels wrong. If only the sun had risen for us, if only the season had learned to trust. We were the right love in the wrong season, hearts in full bloom with no chance to deepen. We tried to survive where nothing could stay, but winter stole every color away. We're the fire that burned in the snow, a love true alive for the world to let grow. We were forever, the frost made the choice. The wrong season silenced our voice. I see my dreams, the life we'd make. Springtime gardens, no hearts to break. But fate was cruel, it turned away. No doubt in love, no doubt in you. The hardest truth was the time we knew, but roots can't hold in the frozen night. If only the world had waited its turn. If only the seasons could learn. We were the right love in the wrong season. A flower that bloomed without a reason. We tried to fight, but the winter remained, and nothing we gave could ever sustain. What a flame that refused to die, the frozen waste on the sky. We were forever lost to the cold, a wrong season, a story untold. Maybe one day when the spring returns, our souls will meet where the sunlight burns, and every petal that fell too soon will rise again in a brighter bloom. We were the right love in the wrong season. Two hearts aligned but with no reason, but I still believe the bloom will survive. Somewhere, someday it will come alive. We were forever, the winter tonight. Our love is still here and never died. No wrong season can't take away the flower that waits for its day. Love was never gone, it was just the wrong season. We didn't fall because the love was weak. It wasn't silence, it wasn't doubt we couldn't speak. Life just called and we obeyed, and the music we wrote slowly faded away. I replay the storm, the fire in your eyes, the kind of forever that never dies. But the world demanded, and we had to eat, leaving a story half concealed. If time had been kinder, if fate had been fair, we'd still be standing, we'd still be there. Love interrupted, broken midline, a song unfinished, a dream out of time. We didn't lose it, the world pulled apart, forever cut short, though it lived in our hearts. Love interrupted, but never erased, a flame still burning in the silence we faced. We were forever, but never enough, interrupted love. Imagine an ending we'll never see, where you're still beside me, where you're still with me. No curtain falls, no silence too clear, just two hearts singing the same refrain. But the truth is cruel, and the truth won't bend. We were not broken, we were paused without end. And the hardest day I carry inside is knowing we were right, but we never aligned. If time had been gentler, if fate had been kind, we still be living the love we design. Never loved it, stolen too soon, like a symphony silence before its tune. We didn't lose it, the world pulled apart, but the love still survives in the depths of my heart. Love interrupted but never erased, a fire still glowing in the spaces we face. We were forever, never enough, interrupted love. Maybe another lifetime, maybe another sky, where we'll press play again, where we'll never say goodbye. For now I hold the echoes, for now I keep the pain, but I choose it all again. I choose you just the same. We stood where two roads crossed that night, your hand in mine, our hearts alight. I wanted to follow, you wanted to stay, but life pulled our footsteps two different ways. The silence was heavy, the choice was cruel. Two souls in love, yet bound by rules. I saw forever in your eyes, but forever was something time denied. And though I begged the stars above, no choice could rewrite our love. So in date old, not taken together, still haunts me through the years. A path we left behind us, paved and laughter, paved in tears. If love alone had been enough, we'd still be side by side. But fate drew lines between us, and love was forced to hide. I still see you in the evening rain. Your shadow lingers, it whispers my name. Each step I take, I wonder why. Two hearts so right, had to say goodbye. Not for lack of wanting more, but the world that closed its doors. We chose the roads that pulled apart, but I still carry you in my heart. In another place, another time, maybe your soul would still be mine. Not taken together, still burns beneath my skin. A thousand dreams of better, a love we couldn't begin. Time had been a little kind, we'd never walk away, but life chose paths divided, and love could never stay. I close my eyes, I see us there, two dreamers lost, a perfect pair. And though the world tore us apart, your road still lives inside my heart. I have made the right together, holds me in the night. I saw no fish, the flame untied, the love denied its right. So near the roads return to one, I'll find my way to you. For every road I walk down still leads me back to truth. From the moment I first saw your face, I knew it wasn't just time or place. It felt too perfect, it felt too true. Like the universe whispered, I made you for you. But destiny can be unkind. It doesn't always let hearts align. You were destined, but not meant to stay. A burning star that lit my way. The love of my life, but not my own. A fleeting flame I had to let go. I'll carry you where silence lies. A forever love with no goodbye. We laughed like the world was ours to keep. We kissed like the sky was ours to reach. But fate had written in another line. Not every soul can stay with time. You beneath our soul, and though I held you close, I knew the story wasn't mine with you. You were destined, but not meant to stay. A fire that burned and slipped away. The love of my life, but not my own. A fleeting flame I had to let go. Return checks that won't decay. Maybe love was never meant to last. Maybe it's just a moment burning fast. But if I had the choice, I'd choose again. To love you once and bear the pain. You were destined, but not meant to stay. But your love will never fade, fade away. The greatest gift I'll never own. A sacred truth I face alone. Even as the years pass by, be the reason my heart still tries. Destined, but not meant to stay. Still, you live in me. Always.
Every smile we shared felt like a gift. Moments fleeting, too fragile to lift. When we laughed, we dreamed, we dared to believe that each embrace was a secret we grieved. Love was real, but fate was unkind. Every heartbeat borrowed from time. We were living on borrowed time, sweet as the stars, cruel as the night. I held you close but knew inside the clock was ticking on our lives. I loved you deep, though not for long. Now I sing your ghost in every song. And every kiss was pain with goodbye. Every touch a flame that had to die. Still I chose you, though I knew the cost. To have you briefly was worth what I lost. Even knowing the end would arrive, I'd do it again to feel alive. We were living on borrowed time, sweet as the stars, cool as the night. I held you close but knew inside the clock was ticking on our lives. I loved you deep, though not for long. And now you are where I belong, made with a song. Borrowed doesn't mean less true. Every second was proof of you. If love must fade, then live with me. Oh, I must fade, then let it be. You were still eternity. We were living on borrowed time, a fragile gift, a fleeting light. Though I lost you, I can't deny. You're the forever I can't deny. You're the forever and more life. I loved you once, I love you still. Even if time refused, I will. Borrowed time will never go. Your love lives on in every song.
If only we had met before the storms, before the weight of life took form. Your hand in mine, too late, too soon. We loved beneath a broken moon. Every dream we tried to hold slipped like fire through our souls. If only the world had been kinder, if only the stars could align. We were perfect for each other, but not for this borrowed time. And the hardest truth I carry forever was never mine. All we have are the echoes of our endless if only. If only freedom had been ours to claim. Not chained to promises, not bound by names. We built a love no walls could do confine. Yet time itself stood to divide. Love was never where we fell. Only timing tipped the scale. If only the world had been kinder, if only the stars could align. We were perfect for each other, but now for this borrowed time. And the hardest truth I carry forever was never mine. All we have are the shadows of 1,000 if only. I don't regret the love we made, even knowing it had to fade. If the universe writes again, I'll find you there without the end. world had been kinder, if only the stars could align. We were perfect for each other, but fate drew a harsher line. Still I'll carry you inside me, through the silence and the night. Though forever slipped away, our love will never die. If only you were mine.
We didn't end because the fire burned out. It was never doubt, it was never without. We loved too much for the life we had, so we let go, though it broke us in half. Every heartbeat said stay, but the world pulled us away. This is the goodbye that shouldn't have been. A love so alive, cut down by the wind. Not because we wanted, but because we had to. And still I choose again. I choose you, even knowing how it ends. I choose you. We carried hope like a fragile flame, but time and duty called our names. It wasn't wrong, it wasn't weak, just a promise life wouldn't let us keep. You'll never know. Every tear we try to hide still screams from deep inside. This is the goodbye that shouldn't have been. A love so alive, cut down by the wind. Not because we wanted, but because we had to. And still I choose again. I choose you, even knowing how it ends. I choose you. If I could rewrite the hands of time, I'd keep you close, I'd call you mine. No distance, no fate, no cruel divide. Just us, just love, and nothing to hide. Never was fair, forever stolen, still hanging in the air. Not because we wanted, but because we had to. Still I choose again. I choose you, even knowing how it ends. You agree, I choose you. Goodbye that shouldn't have been. Still I choose you. You walked in when my heart wasn't steady, a fragile house that wasn't ready. The ground beneath was breaking apart, yet you found the cracks and lit up my the dark. I told myself it wasn't the time, but love doesn't listen, it doesn't align. I was falling at the wrong time, but the feeling was so right. Your truth burned into my soul, even as the world said no. The moment was unkind, but your love was still mine. For a heartbeat, for a lifetime, I was falling at the wrong time. Every kiss felt like a stolen hour, every touch like a fragile flower. We tried to bloom in the winter rain, but timing can be the cruelest chain. We were red, but in the wrong line. Two souls aligned, yet denied by time. I was falling at the wrong time, but the feeling was so right. Your truth burned into my soul, even as the world said no. The moment was unkind, but your love was still mine. For a heartbeat, for a lifetime, I was falling at the wrong time. I was falling at the wrong time. If fate could wait, if life could bend, we'd never have to reach this end. But sometimes love is a cruel design, given forever. I was falling after all, but never to do it again tonight. Even broken, even blind, you were the best thing I'd ever find. The moment was unkind, but your love will always shine. For a heartbeat, for a lifetime, I was falling at the wrong time. The timing was cruel, but my love was true. I fell for you at the wrong time. We were fire in the cold, two stories meant to unfold. Every heartbeat said forever, every silence pulled us closer. But the stars above, they turned away. No matter how I begged them to stay. The universe said no when everything said yes. Two souls aligned, two flames confess, but destiny closed the door. We had no choice but to let it go. Even love can't fight the cosmos. So sometimes I wonder though, do the stars regret it too? We dreamed a life that never came, built a future without a name. Every glance was a promise unspoken, every touch was a prayer left broken. I screamed at fate, but it stayed the same. Even love can lose the game. The universe said no when everything said yes. Two souls aligned, two destiny closed the door. We had no choice but to let it go. Even love can't fight the cosmos. Oh, sometimes I wonder though, do the stars regret it too? What if the heavens made a mistake? What if forever was ours to take? They rewrite the skies tonight and give us back our life. The universe said no when everything said yes. We were a story too bright for this world, a song they refused to let unfurl. With the fire, I'll keep the glow, even if time won't let it show. Somewhere beyond the blue, maybe the stars will bring me back to you. The universe said no. But my heart still says you. We spoke with our eyes, never with words. Every glance carried the weight unheard. In the quiet, your heartbeat called my name, but silence wrapped us in its fragile chain. If I had said it, the world would have burned. But in the silence, our love still turned. We loved in silence, afraid to be true. Carried a fire that nobody knew. It lived in the spaces between every line, a secret too heavy, a love so divine. And though the quiet tore us apart, I'll always know you held my heart. Every smile was a promise we couldn't keep. Every touch was a dream we buried deep. We were everything he had never allowed, a hidden song lost under the crowd. If love had a voice, it was soft, it was ours, but we kept it caged beneath the stars. We loved in silence, afraid to be true. Carried a fire that nobody knew. It lived in the spaces between every line, a secret too heavy, a love so divine. And though the quiet tore us apart, I'll always know you held my heart. Time will fade, but I can't erase sacred silence where I saw your face. Even if no one remembers our song, in my silence you'll still be In silence, love. We met in the dark, beneath a quiet sky. Your shadow touched mine as the night drifted by. A fleeting spark on an endless sea. You were a moment that carried eternity. So close I almost held your hand, but the tide pulled us to different land. We were two ships passing at night, brushed against the dark, then vanished from sight. Lit up the ocean for one breath, one flame, but the sea took it back, and we're not the same. I'll never forget how you made me believe even ships that pass can leave hearts to grieve. The stars above try to hold us near. The waves kept whispering, you can't stay here. You sailed your way and I sailed mine, but your lingers in the back of my mind. I reached for you in the midnight air, but the ocean reminds me you're not there. We were two ships passing at night, brushed against the dumb side. Lit up the ocean for one breath, one flame, but the sea took it back, and we're not the same. I'll never forget how you made me even ships that pass can leave hearts to breathe. If time were kind, we might have stayed, anchored our love where the waters lay. But ships don't stop, they're bound to roam, and the sea never lets them call one place home. We were two ships passing at night, a blaze in the dark, then go with the tide. How you carry that boat through the storms and the years, the love in the silence, a memory clear. Even oceans can't take what I know. For a moment, we lit up the world below. Two ships passing at night, but you sail forever in my life. We whispered dreams beneath the stars, true our forever on fragile hearts. We built a home inside a glance, but time was cruel, it stole our chance. I touched tomorrow in your eyes, but tomorrow slipped and love ran dry. Almost forever, almost forever, we stood at the gate. Almost a lifetime, we couldn't create, and create showed me a heaven I'll never recite. A love everlasting, then torn from my side. Almost forever, it cuts deeper than none, to taste what could be, then lose
knows what's begun.
We carved our names on shifting sand. The waves erased what we had planned. You were a dream, I felt you near. Even the truest love can disappear. I reached for always, but time said no. It left me holding a shadow's glow. Almost alive, but almost forever stood at the gate. Almost a lifetime we couldn't create and create. Showed me a heaven I'll never reside. A love everlasting, been torn from my side. Almost forever, it burns like a scar. To live with the ghost of how close we are. Is it kinder to dream, or crueler to wake, to see the forever we'll never make? I'd rather have nothing than hold and let go, but almost is all that life let me know. Almost forever, paradise lost, a glimpse of eternity. Look what it cost. I'll carry a rainbow for all of my days. Love that was real, though it slipped away. Soon feels lately, a door we could open, but always too late. Almost forever, and forever will ache. I watched our forever slip through my hands. A story unfinished, no place to land. We burned so bright, but the timing was wrong. A half-written symphony, missing its song. But I can't believe this is all that we are. Love like ours doesn't fade, it just waits in the stars. In another life, we'll find our way where the night won't steal our days. In another sky, the stars will bend to let our story start again. If not in this time, then beyond the line, I'll love you still. In another life, I see your shadow in all that I do. A world incomplete, unfinished without you. Maybe this ending is not where we break, or where we begin. In the lives we will make, the universe whispered, not here, not now. But love like ours always finds somehow. In another life, we'll find our way where the night won't steal our day. Our hearts will stay through the storms that took today. In another sky, no stars will hide the love we carry deep inside. In another life, in another life, I'll find you again.
I thought a photograph was a promise kept, a frame to hold the moments we won't forget. But now the colors bleed, the laughter fades, and every smile cuts deeper than the blade. Once they were proof we were alive. Now they're ghosts, I can't survive. Photographs that hurt, they burn in my hands. Pages of love I can't understand. Your face still shines, but it's not for me. A memory turned into misery. I can't delete, I can't let go. The pictures hold the pain I know. I scroll through the night and you come alive. Frozen forever where we used to thrive. Each frame a dagger, each laugh a scar. Proof of how close and how broken we are. I reach for the screen, but you slip away. A love that the photographs can't make stay. Thousands are not my fault. Photographs that hurt, they burn in my hands. Pages of love I can't understand. Your face still shines, but it's not for me. A memory turned into misery. I can't delete, I can't let go. The pictures hold the pain I know. They were comfort, they were proof. Now they're the clues, the truth. Every frame, every line, it's the wound I keep inside. Photographs that hurt, they tear me apart. Cages at no fun and heart. Your smile's eternal, but not with me. Love's cruelest art is its memory. I can't delete, pictures on a tell you left them all. Photographs only left them on.
Our song begins and the world stands still. A fragile echo of a love I can't kill. The chords are knives, they cut me deep, awakening memories I swore I'd keep. I hear your voice inside my head, singing the lines I can't forget. Songs we used to sing, they tear me apart. Every note's a ghost that lives in my heart. Windows down, your hand in mine, a world so small, a love divine. But when the music fades away, the silence leaves me where I stayed. The radio plays and I'm back in time. Your laughter dancing on every line. A melody sweet, now bitter with a proof that beauty is what can break. Chase the song, but it slips through, and all I find is the ghost of you. Songs we used to sing, they tear me apart. Every note's a ghost that lives in my heart. Windows down, your hand in mine, a world so small, a love divine. But when the music fades away, the silence leaves me where I stay. They were joy, they were light, now they haunt me every night. Every chorus, every rhyme, it's the wound I can't rewind. Songs we used to sing, they echo my pain. A beautiful curse I can't contain. Your voice still lingers in every line, a melody lost to another time. And when the final note is gone,